Hey everyone! Today, we're diving into the world of linear games. Sometimes, you just want a story-driven experience where you don't have to worry about endless open-world exploration. These games are all about intense, focused narratives and exhilarating gameplay that keeps you on the edge of your seat. So buckle up as we explore 12 fantastic linear games you absolutely must play. First up, let's talk about Max Payne 3. Oh man, this game is a roller coaster of emotions and action. From the gritty streets of Sao Paulo to the explosive gunfights, Max Payne 3 delivers an unforgettable experience. The bullet time mechanic is just pure genius, letting you dive in slow motion while taking down enemies with style. The story is dark and gripping, with Max's tortured past haunting him every step of the way. The cinematic presentation is top-notch, making you feel like you're part of a high-octane action movie. And the soundtrack, by Health? Absolute perfection. Max Payne 3 is a wild ride you don't want to miss. What makes this game even more engaging is its attention to detail and the way it portrays Max's downward spiral. You feel every ounce of his pain, anger, and desperation. The environments are meticulously crafted. From the luxurious penthouses to the gritty favelas, each location adds to the narrative and atmosphere. Plus, the game's pacing is spot on, balancing intense shootouts with moments of quiet reflection and story development. It's a masterclass in storytelling and action. Next, we have Control. This game is a mind-bending journey through the mysterious Federal Bureau of Control. Playing as Jesse Faden, you're armed with the shape-shifting service weapon and a variety of supernatural abilities. The world of Control is bizarre and fascinating, with shifting environments and creepy entities lurking around every corner. The storytelling is masterful, with layers of mystery and intrigue that keep you hooked from start to finish. And can we talk about the visual design? The brutalist architecture and surreal landscapes are a feast for the eyes. Control is a unique and thrilling experience that stands out in the world of linear games. What sets Control apart is its incredible world building. The game's lore is deep and engrossing, with documents and audio logs scattered throughout the Bureau that provide tantalizing glimpses into the agency's secrets. The combat is another highlight, combining telekinetic powers with traditional gunplay in a way that feels both fresh and satisfying. Every encounter is a chaotic dance of destruction, with debris flying and enemies being flung across the room. Control is not just a game, it's an experience that challenges your perception of reality and keeps you questioning what's possible. Switching gears to Detroit Become Human, this game is all about choices and consequences. Set in a near-future Detroit, you follow the lives of three androids, Kara, Connor, and Marcus. The narrative is deeply emotional, tackling themes of identity, freedom, and what it means to be human. The branching storylines mean your decisions shape the outcome of the game, making each playthrough unique. The graphics are stunning, capturing every nuance of the characters' expressions. Detroit Become Human is an emotional roller coaster that will have you questioning your choices long after the credits roll. Each character's journey is compelling and thought-provoking. Kara's story is a touching tale of survival and maternal love, while Connor's arc as a police investigator navigating his own programming is full of suspense and moral dilemmas. Marcus's rise as a revolutionary leader adds a powerful commentary on civil rights and rebellion. The game excels in making you care about its characters and their fates, ensuring that every decision you make feels weighty and significant. The attention to detail in the environments and the lifelike performances of the actors add to the immersion, making Detroit Become Human a standout narrative experience. Now let's dive into the demon-slaying madness of Devil May Cry 5. This game is pure, unadulterated fun. Playing as Nero, Dante, and the mysterious V, you unleash hell on hordes of demons with stylish combat and jaw-dropping combos. The gameplay is fast-paced and fluid, with each character offering a unique fighting style. The story is over the top and filled with epic moments that keep you glued to the screen. And the visuals? Absolutely stunning. From the detailed character models to the explosive effects, Devil May Cry 5 is a visual and gameplay masterpiece. What makes it even better is the game's incredible sense of style and flair. Every move, every combo, every boss fight is a spectacle. The soundtrack pumps you up with its heavy metal riffs, perfectly complementing the high-octane action. The characters' personalities shine through in every cutscene, with Dante's cocky swagger, Nero's youthful intensity, and V's enigmatic calm. The level design is diverse and creative, taking you from ruined cities to eerie underworlds. Devil May Cry 5 is the epitome of action gaming, delivering a thrilling and unforgettable experience. Moving on to the hauntingly beautiful A Plague Tale: Innocence. This game tells the story of Amasia and her younger brother Hugo as they navigate a world ravaged by the Black Plague and swarms of ravenous rats. The atmosphere is dark and oppressive, with stunningly detailed environments that immerse you in the horrors of medieval France. The stealth-based gameplay is tense and rewarding, as you use your wits to outsmart enemies and avoid the deadly rat swarms. The relationship between Amicia and Hugo is the heart of the game, and their bond will tug at your heartstrings. A Plague Tale: Innocence is a gripping and emotional journey you won't forget. The game's portrayal of the medieval setting is incredibly immersive, with crumbling castles, eerie forests, and devastated villages. The sound design is equally impressive, from the creepy skittering of rats to the haunting melodies of the soundtrack. The puzzles are cleverly integrated into the narrative, often requiring you to use the environment and your limited resources to survive. The character development is also noteworthy, with Amicia's transformation from a sheltered noblewoman to a fierce protector, and Hugo's struggle with his mysterious illness, adding depth to the story. A Plague Tale: Innocence is a masterpiece of atmosphere and storytelling that will stay with you long after you finish playing.
Follow me.
Shifting gears to BioShock Infinite, this game transports you to the floating city of Columbia, a dazzling place bursting with color and shadowy secrets. The first time I soared through the vibrant sky rails, it felt like I was gliding through a living, breathing painting. The city's stunning architecture and the rich, saturated colors are a visual feast that captivates from start to finish. But it's not just about the looks. The game's storytelling is a masterpiece that challenges your perceptions and keeps you on the edge of your seat. The exhilarating combat, with its mix of supernatural powers and traditional weapons, makes every battle feel epic and dynamic. And then there's Elizabeth. Her character brings an emotional depth that resonates long after the credits roll. The blend of breathtaking visuals and compelling narrative creates an experience that's nothing short of unforgettable. What makes BioShock Infinite truly special is its ability to weave complex themes into its narrative. It tackles issues of racism, American exceptionalism, and the consequences of unchecked power in a way that's thought-provoking and impactful. The relationship between Booker and Elizabeth is at the heart of the game, with their interactions and growing bond adding emotional weight to the story. The game's ending is one of the most memorable and mind-bending twists in gaming history, leaving you questioning everything you thought you knew. BioShock Infinite is a tour de force that pushes the boundaries of what a game can be, both visually and narratively. Now let's delve into the psychological depths of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. This game is a haunting journey through the mind of Senua, a warrior tormented by psychosis. The game's audio design is revolutionary, using binaural recording techniques to immerse you in Senua's auditory hallucinations. The combat is brutal and visceral, demanding precision and skill. But what truly sets this game apart is its portrayal of mental illness, handled with such care and sensitivity. The visuals are stunning, with a dark, ethereal beauty that mirrors Senua's inner turmoil. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is an unforgettable experience that will leave a lasting impact. The game's narrative is deeply personal, drawing you into Senua's quest to save the soul of her dead lover. The Norse mythology-inspired setting adds a rich, mystical layer to the story, with each environment reflecting Senua's emotional state. The game's puzzles and challenges are cleverly designed, often requiring you to see the world through Senua's distorted perspective. The performance of Melina Juergens as Senua is nothing short of phenomenal, bringing a raw intensity to the character that makes her journey all the more compelling. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is a powerful and moving exploration of the human mind, blending stunning visuals, immersive audio, and deeply emotional storytelling. And who could forget Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus? This game is a wild ride through an alternate history where the Nazis won World War II. As BJ Blazkowicz, you lead a resistance against the Nazi regime in a series of explosive and action-packed missions. The gameplay is intense and satisfying, with a wide variety of weapons and combat scenarios. The story is surprisingly deep, with memorable characters and moments that will have you cheering and tearing up. The game's visual design is top-notch, capturing the oppressive atmosphere of the Nazi-occupied US. Wolfenstein 2 is a thrilling and unforgettable experience. The game's blend of over-the-top action and poignant storytelling is what makes it stand out. BJ's personal struggles and the Resistance's fight for freedom are interwoven with moments of humor and humanity, creating a rich and engaging narrative. The alternate history setting is meticulously detailed, from the propaganda-filled streets to the hidden resistance bunkers. The game's pacing is perfect, balancing intense firefights with quieter moments of character development and world building. Wolfenstein 2 is a masterclass in combining thrilling gameplay with a powerful and resonant story. Next, let's explore the eerie and atmospheric inside. This game is a masterclass in minimalist storytelling and environmental design. You play as a nameless boy, navigating a dark and oppressive world filled with danger and mystery. The game's puzzles are ingeniously crafted, seamlessly integrated into the narrative and world. The visuals are striking, with a muted color palette that enhances the game's haunting atmosphere. Inside is a short but unforgettable journey that will stay with you long after you finish playing. The game's ability to convey a deep and unsettling story without a single line of dialogue is truly remarkable. Every environment tells a story, with each new area revealing more about the dystopian world you're navigating. The animations are smooth and lifelike, adding a layer of realism to the surreal and often disturbing events. The game's ending is one of the most shocking and thought-provoking moments in gaming, leaving you with more questions than answers. Inside is a testament to the power of visual storytelling, creating an immersive and emotional experience with its hauntingly beautiful world and gripping narrative. Next up is Vampire, a game that immerses you in the dark and moody streets of 1918 London. You play as Dr. Jonathan Reed, a newly turned vampire struggling with his new identity and thirst for blood. The game's moral dilemmas are fascinating. You must balance your need to feed with your desire to help the people of London. The combat is intense and challenging, with a variety of vampire abilities at your disposal. The game's atmosphere is rich and immersive, with detailed environments and a hauntingly beautiful soundtrack. Vampire is a unique and engaging experience that will keep you hooked. The first thing that struck me about Vampire is its atmosphere. It's dripping with gothic charm. Wandering through the foggy, lamplit streets feels like stepping into a horror novel. And let me tell you, the moral choices are killer, literally. Deciding who to feed on and who to save can be agonizing. The combat is a thrilling mix of strategy and action, forcing you to think on your feet. And those vampire abilities? They're insanely cool. Teleporting behind an enemy for a surprise attack or mesmerizing a victim is so satisfying. The voice acting and soundtrack wrap everything up in a perfect blood-soaked package. If you're a fan of dark, narrative-driven games, Vampire will sink its teeth into you and never let go. Let's not forget Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. This game took the series back to its horror roots with a first-person perspective that amps up the terror. You play as Ethan Winters, searching for his missing wife in a derelict plantation filled with horrific creatures. The atmosphere is incredibly tense, with claustrophobic environments and a sense of dread that never lets up. The game's use of VR is groundbreaking, making the scares even more intense. The story is gripping and filled with twists and turns that keep you on the edge of your seat. Resident Evil 7 is a terrifying and thrilling experience that's a must-play for horror fans. Holy hell, Resident Evil 7 is a nerve-wracking nightmare in the best way possible. The Baker family is straight out of a twisted horror flick, and their house is the stuff of nightmares. Walking through those creaky, decrepit halls made my skin crawl. Every corner you turn feels like a potential death trap. And the VR experience? It's pants-wettingly terrifying. The first-person view brings you face-to-face with every grotesque enemy. The tension is relentless. Just when you think you're safe, the game throws another horrifying curveball your way. The puzzles, the combat, the atmosphere, everything is designed to keep your heart pounding. Resident Evil 7 doesn't just revive the series. It drags you screaming into a new era of survival horror. Last but certainly not least, we have Mass Effect 2. This game is an epic space opera that continues the story of Commander Shepard and their fight against the Reapers. The game's narrative is rich and immersive, with well-developed characters and emotionally charged moments. The combat is refined and satisfying, with a variety of powers and abilities at your disposal. The choices you make have a significant impact on the story, adding a layer of depth and replayability. The game's visuals are stunning, with detailed environments and cinematic cutscenes that draw you into its universe. Mass Effect 2 is a masterpiece of storytelling and gameplay that you simply can't miss. Mass Effect 2 is an absolute epic, a roller coaster ride through the galaxy with some of the best characters in gaming history. The loyalty missions are brilliant. They add so much depth to your crew, making you care about every single one of them. The stakes are high, and the choices feel weighty and impactful. Every firefight is a blast, thanks to the smooth combat mechanics and diverse abilities. Visually, the game is a stunner, with each planet and space station bursting with detail and personality. The soundtrack is phenomenal, perfectly capturing the epic scope and emotional beats of the story. Mass Effect 2 isn't just a game. It's a journey, a saga that sucks you in and never lets go. Whether you're exploring the depths of space or forging bonds with your crew, every moment is unforgettable. And that's our list of 12 fantastic linear games you must play. Each of these games offers a unique and thrilling experience that's sure to keep you hooked from start to finish. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more gaming content. Let me know in the comments which of these games is your favorite, or if there's a hidden gem I missed. Thanks for watching, and happy gaming!